Welcome everyone back to Minecraft Create. Today we've got a nice little farm or factory to build. We are going to be making or manufacturing bone meal and flowers, which in turn you use obviously for make dyes or decorations, concrete, terracotta. Dyes are used for everything, wool, well, decoration options that you've got. So let's jump into it and have a little bit of a look first what we've got here. Okay, so as you can see, there we have our flower farm, and here where I came out is our skeleton spawners. For those who don't know, in Minecraft Create you get a mod that you can actually pick up those spawners and you can move it to wherever you would like. So that's what we did there. And then here's a little quick look before we do a little bit of a build. So we've got deployers with bone meal that is bone mealing the grass, as you can see. And then you've got a little machine here that collects it and then stores it into this little vault we have over here. And you can see the bone meal, or the skeleton should I say, is just coming down from inside there. They fall down. They get killed here by the drills, and then their drops get split up to wherever. So we've got bone meal going through to this side. Okay. Now you get dye as well. So you got a little you can see there a millstone there. Now that crushes for the bone meal, which you can see I'm storing in here at the moment. We get white dye automatically. So there we got our first dye. And you get arrows because you're not using looting, so you're basically only going to get arrows and bones. Now you can get rid of the arrows. You can put a lava bucket thing over here and get rid of it. Otherwise, if you want, you can keep it. You can, I suppose you can use it for whatever other reason you might need. So let's quickly jump into a little of a build here, and I can just show you what it looks like. Now this, you can actually expand this. As you can see, I've got we work in sets. So you got one set, so it's 2 deployers there, 2 there, 2 there. At best works in pairs. So I would say you're going to build this farm, a minimum size would be, well, basically I would use 4 deployers. So up to this area, this is basically half of this farm. So we're going to quickly do that. Okay. So first thing, let's just get up to a decent height. Because you never know how big or how much you're going to be building of this. So first we now need to establish the size of this thing. Let's quickly show you here. Okay, so you can see deployer there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gap. Which is basically just big enough to bone mills. You can see there, if it bone mills properly, it will cover that entire area. One little suggestion is with this farm, when you start using it, AFK for a while, I mean quite a while, AFK here by the machine here with your spawners and build up this over here, because you can take this away, but I would suggest do an AFK session there first to build up a quantity, because when you start using this thing, then you've got a supply already built up, and then you can just stand over there further and it will automatically just fill it up, because all this at the bottom needs to fill up into these deployers for this farm to work efficiently, if you understand my meaning. And once you're ready to use it, you just add the fault on there and then the bone meal goes through. Okay. Now, first thing, let me just get my thing over there. We want to extend this. Look at me, I'm putting on a belt and now I don't have the thing on there. Okay, so let's just extend that like so first. And we need a 2 gap over there. So that is where our deployer is going to go. Now, when you put your deployer down, make sure that it's facing in a direction like so. In other words, you see your direction over there. All the ployers and the filter is showing on the outside. So let me switch this off here. Okay, so switch that off. Wait for this thing to go back quickly. That's going to stop there and it'll... so that we can just switch that off. See the filters on the deployers all facing outwards, so that's easy for you afterwards to put on the filter, because you need to put on that filter on there to tell it, okay, this is the only thing that you're going to use. Just in case anything, because if you do something wrong here, and there's seeds and grass and whatever else falling down, that might land up in this machine and start getting deployed in all the wrong places. So we need to follow that little direction there. Okay, we need 2 space over here. So you want your deployer facing in that direction. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go on there. Oh, not we don't want that. No, see now that's why you use the blocks. Makes it easier. So just spread your blocks out like that, and then it's easier to do this. So this is the section you need to start building with. Okay, so we can take that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and block there. Take that out, place that down. Okay, so now you would put your bone meal filter in there. But now we also need to add... oh, I hate it when it does this. Okay, hold on. Need to extend that. Then put one of those on there. Make like so. Otherwise it keeps going onto that thing. Okay, we can put one on there. And do the same on this side. Okay, that's your basic build. All you need in here is obviously your divider, like so, your brass tunnel, as it's called. So this, you will leave on split. So anything that comes into here gets split. So when the bone meal comes through from the farm there, it's going to get split there, come down this way, split there. And then we actually need to maybe move this back a little bit, but depends on how you want to do this. I think I'll leave this like this. We want to add that onto there. Can extend that, and then we need one going back that way again. So we just extend this like so, and then that we can just go all the way like that. Let's see how far we want that. Okay, that should be fine there. Extend that. So now any excess bone meal that goes through here will just get rerouted all the way to there, and then get back onto the belt. So it'll just cycle through. Okay, so now we need a... where is it? Where's my drawer? I've lost my drawer. Okay, let's quickly grab one here. Make it a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to put a... I think this should be enough space. Yes, it is. Stick that like that. Okay, so this one we take off in the meantime. Because like I said, first AFK there to get in enough bone meal in here. No, maybe a couple of hundred or like 1,000 or something. AFK overnight, whatever makes it easier for you. Okay, so now that's where our bone meal is going to store, or temporary storage. But obviously the smaller the farm, then you don't need this as much. But I feel like it's something you should do. It'll make it easier for you to start off with. Okay, so let me quickly grab our... oh no, I don't want to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. I want bone meal, I want arrows, that and that. Okay, so we want to add a filter onto this to make sure that it's only bone meal getting processed into these. Everything else there is fine. And obviously we want to crush our that. Where's my other funnel? Where are you? There you are. Okay, we should actually put that one there and one there. Now obviously we got bones going into it, and we got bone meal coming out on that side only. But you also get white dye, so you're gonna have to add on a filter on this side. So we just do that, take that block out, extend that like so, put a block there, and then we're gonna add a white dye, which would go on the filter, like over there, and we can just stick that on that. So now there's the white dye getting routed out, bone meal's going to the machine that side, and bones coming in only. Now we need to extend this a little bit more. Okay, that's as far as it goes. Okay, now we want to add a vault onto that. Now this doesn't have to be too big, this thing. But I find it the easiest way to work this. And I suggest doing it, how much I got here? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I only need 3 of those. 3 wide. And the reason I'm saying, because then it fits in exactly what we need to do here. So we want 3 of those down. We want to get some glass. Well, you can use solid blocks, but I find the glass a bit better because you can see exactly what's going on inside here. You can see there's the drills and the skeletons that are falling through there. So it just makes it look a bit cooler, you know. Okay, so we want the drills. Where is my drill? Okay, so we're going to put a drill there. No, like that. Thank you very much. Drill there, and then we want... No, man, don't do that to me now. There we go. Drill over there. And then we can close this up. Like so. Okay, and we want gearbox. Now these guys need to face downwards. Okay, we're going to stick one over there. No, wrong place. No, man, what am I doing? Don't want that. Oops. See, I'm pressing everything wrong today. There we go. All the wrong buttons. Okay, just extend that down there. Okay, and then extend that down in the meantime. Okay, let's see here. Now, if you want, you can take these blocks out. You can remove that, because it's basically temporary blocks. Now, everything here is fine as is. So all we need to do... let's quickly see what I don't need here, because I need a couple of things. Okay, first of all, we need to add the grass. Now you can see deployers usually work on a 2-block height. So considering that's 1, and then that works as 2 there. So you need to have 1 gap, not between that, but between this block, the block of the deployer itself, before you put that down. So, oh, no, see, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Gonna do that, take that out. Move that around. There. And one there. Like so. And when you do this, you need to go out one block more. So you can see this is exactly over that area. So we're just going to extend this by one more. Like that. And there we go. So all you need to do now is connect some of these areas over here. So we can just add that over there. We can do a one over there. That should be working fine. Okay, let's get some power here. Now it's hard to see. Now obviously you can use whatever power you want and then try to get it to operate as well as quickly as possible. Although I'm talking about the RPMs, depending on what you're doing. So let me see, where did I put this thing? Let's put that over there. So you can see now how slow this is actually going. It's only 16 RPM. And then obviously if you increase it, things will work much faster. So you can use water wheels, you can use windmills, steam. The choice is yours. Okay, so let's see if we can quickly add in some power here. Check that this is running all the right direction. Okay, now that's not, so we need to change that to that. But now, depending on where the power is going to come from. Okay, let's quickly finish off this part here. We need to add in a filter for the arrows. But as I said, you can always put on a filter on here and then just put a bucket of lava down there and then it will filter it out. So that's up to you how you want to do that. But you can add on the belt with a chest or storage drawer, whatever the case may be. Okay, everything else is working 100%. We want to add a bones only, obviously coming out of this, going into there to obviously do its job on that side. Then you're just going to make sure you connect, sorry, connect everything on the right place. So these belts, you'll want going the same direction. So you'll add in that to connect it going exactly the same way, which is going obviously inward. And I find doing it like this, one there, add a thing down there, just makes it a little bit easier. You can take out these blocks. Come on, that goes there. We want to rotate that going the right direction. So this will go there. Oops, I went one too much. There we go. Okay, so now that's, if you power that, it should go in the same direction. Okay, so we've got that there. We've got this connected here. So I think what we can do is just add that on. We'll see if that is going to power in the right way. So let's get some power here. Make sure this is going the right way. Okay, so we need to rotate this. So it's all depending on where you add it, because you've got so many places where you can add your power in. You just need to adjust obviously to where you want your power to come from. That's completely up to you. And we need, where's my little wheel there? Okay, we need power on that obviously. So we're gonna stick that there, rotate that way, and just add that onto that. So this doesn't need a specific rotation. They can go any direction. We want to add power onto this, so here we can hopefully just stick that onto that. Okay, now let's see now. That's all going the wrong direction. So let's take that off. Stick that on there. But that one is going the wrong way. So we'll take that out. Come on, let's see. Oh, you're still going that way. Okay. Let's put that on there. And stick this like that. See, you're going to have to play around a bit. As you can see what I did here, depending on how you build this. If you build it the basic way, okay, you got your section there. But how you reroute the power and from where you're getting power is completely up to you. You can see what I did here just to power this, so you can make it easier for yourself depending on how you want to do it. Okay, as long as everything is going in the right direction, so that must go that way. This is going back in there. That's going that way. This needs to change direction, so let's just quickly do that. And this one is actually going the wrong way. So we need to shorten that and lengthen that. There we go. So that comes through and then goes that way. Now we just need to connect that one to there. So I think what we can do is just extend this. Stick that on there. And that's going the right way, I believe. Yes, it is. I can see they're all going the right direction. Okay, and obviously this is an optional thing, so that's up to you. So if we take this and speed that up, full blast. Now you can see everything is going the right way. Okay. Now that's basically the hard part. You just build that as you need to. Then you can fill in your dirt over here. And obviously this has to be grass blocks, so you need some silk touch so that your flowers and things can grow properly on there. If by chance you don't have silk touch, you could build steps going down to a grass area, and that grass will just spread up to there, and then once it's up here it'll spread automatically over the dirt area. I would suggest also putting a little layer of non-grass block around the edge like this. Just to prevent any excess of this, whatever's on top here, falling down in there, but it just also makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay, now the other thing is obviously we need the harvester to harvest this thing. So as you can see, there's not much to it actually. You've got your harvester. Where are you? Harvester, mechanical harvester. We need some blocks. We're gonna need some glue. We don't need the drills. Let's get rid of the bones and things over here. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that. Don't need the drill. Don't need that. I think that's it. We need that. We need the lever. We need rails. And we're gonna need that. Okay. That is 2 blocks down, I believe. Yes. Okay, so we need a 2-block gap between this and that. So 1, 2, and 3, and that goes there. Take that out. Actually, no, I'm doing this wrong. That goes that side. It's right. And we want to put it right over there. So we're going to do a block like that. So if you look here, where you want the car to stop, you should actually do it 1 block past that edge, but you can do it on the edge there. If you understand, if you see where this stops, So there can still go bone meal growth on this layer of grass blocks. So technically you want this part to stop over there. So I'll show you guys now what I mean by that. Okay, and you do the full length of this. So add that block there. Bring that all the way down. We don't need that. Then stick those on like that. And obviously do it on both sides. So this machine can go back and forth and just harvest everything it needs to that side. And we're gonna do that, and we need a stair, which there, and then we stick a stair. So we're basically converting this into one machine. Okay, so that's gonna go that side, and we just add. So the blades are going to stop there. The center machine with the cart's going to stop there. So we want to block like that. And then you could add your rails in like this. And that's it. Then we power all these rails. And just make sure that you put this in whatever spacing so that all your rails gets powered. Put a lever there to power that rail. And, okay, let me first take that out the way just to show you. When you put your cart assembler down, make sure you're facing in the way that way, not this side or this side. That arrow needs to face in that direction when you do this. Okay, then we can stick that stair back there. We're gonna take our Minecraft furnace and stick you like that. Okay, so there we got a contraption all set up and ready to go. But we still got a few more steps to do here. Okay, so we don't need rails. We need to keep the power rail. And then we're going to need the glue. We don't need that. We don't need that. We're going to need the ore. And we're going to need a chest. Okay, so first of all, we're going to put a chest on there. We need a portable storage, and then we're going to put this one block gap. So between storage like this, you need one block gap over there. Let me show you on this side. Otherwise it doesn't work properly. So you see now that block, that gap, that's where these two connect. Then we can add our filter onto that. Okay, so we need that, we need that. We're going to stick that on there. We can add a block at the bottom, and then just add your belt, however long you want to do this. Okay, and then put your storage. Now I suggest a vault, because obviously a vault, you can do the most items however big you want it. But there's a reason. I would suggest going full size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to tell you in a second why I say full size. Okay, we can put a andesite one on there. So now when this loads off, as soon as it reaches this point, it's going to release items from there to there, and it's going to go into your vault. Then you just need to connect your power. Okay, now obviously the one thing we need to do here, first of all, is glue everything together. So, glue that to that. That, you need to go all the way down to the cart. Make sure your cart's in there before you glue it. We're going to go from there to there. And be careful not to glue open gaps. Okay, then we glue that harvester. So we need to go from that block to that harvester there. From that block to that one there. Okay, so now everything should be glued together without any problems. Okay, now the tricky thing with this, obviously we're going to need some coal just to get it started. First thing, click on that and lock your rotation so that it only goes in that one direction. Make sure that that's all powered up. You're going to switch that on so you can see the whole machine lifts up. Okay, so everything is glued properly. That's connected. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to add some of that over there. Come on. And okay, now there's something weird going on. There we go. Okay, then quickly remove that and stick that down there. Now the reason for that is that just keeps going, because as soon as you put this down again, it's going to stop the machine. It deactivates the minecart. So that machine will just keep going now until you put this down on here. And make sure you put it down over there and not in the center, because otherwise the minecart will go and then the machine, and you're going to have to move the whole. It's going to make it more difficult, so make sure you put it down there. Okay, so now we don't need this. We want to get power now quickly to this thing. We need power going to there as well, which is fairly easy to do. Now obviously this we need, where is my, there I've got what I'm looking for. We need to drop to there and then change that in that direction. Okay, and that should connect to that and that at the same time. Okay, so if we add in our box there, and remember this was for the arrows only, so you put a filter arrow on, that you only get the arrows in there. And then this one, how did I do this now? Oh, there you go. We just add in, that's like that, and that's powered. Okay, so that's everything powered. That's basically the hard part of the machine. Obviously you just need to go exploring to get what do you call it now, the mobs spawners, those spawners over there. So you need to go exploring. You can start with one, and then the more you get, you can put it in. Then you can just, because obviously the more the better. The more bone you'll get, the more bones you get. Well, I mean the more bones, the more bone meal, I should say. Okay, now the fun part. Let's get rid of all of these things here. We don't need any of that. We're going to need some water. We need a fence gate. Don't need the belt. I had a spawner here somewhere. Oh yes, and looking at items, obviously you need to build this in a flower biome. I completely forgot to mention that. And you can build this thing as big as you want. Like there we've only got 4 deployers, here's 8. So you can make this 10, 12 or 20, whatever the case may be. And then build it in a flower biome. So obviously you get natural occurring flowers and things like that. And you can see there's quite a bit of things in there. These are some of the items that I got just from this. Now I wasn't really expecting the straw, but that is useful for things. So obviously we got our seeds. And depending on what part of the flower biome, so if you see, you go into a flower biome and you see, okay, there's yellow flowers going there, there's blue ones and red ones here, but there you got pink ones there, then those flowers will grow. And then if you build a machine in that certain area to grow that specific flower, or you just build a whole bunch of them spread out all over the place. So it's completely up to you. Okay, so we got power everywhere, except for this. Let's quickly add in a power here just to make sure everything is operational. I think we can just take it from here. So we just do that. We can add some power down there. Is this in line? I think it is. Yes, it is. Do that. There we go. And it's going in the right direction as well. Then anything that picks up, it will stop, boom, 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 connect, and then go through to there. Okay, that's all done. Now, for our little mob farm thing over there. One thing I do suggest as well is using stained glass, because it blocks out light, so the less light going into the farm, the better. And then if you build it exactly like it is here, and then just continue building this up. We'll go up another 3 blocks, should be enough. And you got to remember as well, you need to be within 16 blocks away from these spawners to work. So that's why I made this here. So I would suggest building a little AFK spot right next to it. As you can see, you can stand here. You can be safe from any mobs or anything else if you're going AFK. And then this will just keep running the whole time. Just obviously remember to switch the farm on and block this. I would say the first AFK, block this off so this can build up. But you're going to make sure that this, obviously, the default for the storage, what was it, 2048 items, I think, in this thing. So once that's filled up, you can let it go. That's all up to you. Okay, let's build this. Now we want to go out from, including this block. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be enough. We're going up there. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up like so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's that. Okay. And then you just fold this in. Do that. Okay, let me quickly fold this in, you guys can see what needs to be done. Okay, there is our floor all built up. Now we want to do is put a temporary block, fence gate, open the fence gate, and get rid of that. So now, did I do this correctly? This should... Oh no, I actually made it one too much. I thought I counted wrong. Okay, all we do is this. Let me just quickly adjust this. Need to be over there. There's your hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one is the one that you build up. I was thinking, wait, something doesn't feel right here now. Okay, and you're going to see now why I say that. Yeah, we can leave that there. Because now if you put the water in, you see it fits in perfectly in here. Exactly perfect. So one there, and one over there. Perfect fit. So you don't have to add any more blocks or water or guiding anything. Okay, now we need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Should be fine over there. Let's quickly build up some walls. And obviously you've got to be careful, especially in survival, when building this part, because obviously the skeletons can shoot you. So make sure that you are well protected and light the place up or whatever you need to do before you finish your work. Okay, so now we need to get in the spawners. Do I have a spawner here? No, let's quickly get a spawner there. Okay, now obviously I'm in creative, so I'm just gonna use the creative means to show you guys. Okay, don't need anything else there. Okay, so now you would basically go and pick up your spawner, you bring it here, build your farm, And then once you get ready to the point to put them in, then you are ready to rock and roll. Okay, so let's quickly build up a little roof. Okay, now as to where you put them, one gap away from the hole, go there. So that will go up there, and then you'll do the same, so that you'll have one there. Oops, not there. Diagonal from there, yeah, one there, and that one goes there. So that goes up. And you can put these directly onto the roof, like so. You need to have a minimum of 2 gap. I usually prefer 3, but a minimum of 2 gap over here. So if anything spawns in there, they can move freely without getting blocked onto it. So you're obviously going to start with 1 or 2, depending if you find 2 quick enough. You'll put that like that. And then you just add more as you go. So we'll do that, and then you put 1 like that. Okay, so that's your skeleton spawners. And you can use this same thing also to automate a normal mob spawner, except obviously spiders is not going to fit down there, but your skeletons and your zombies and obviously will fit down there with no problem. So you can just do that way, and then make sure everything is lit up while if you are still working here, and then close everything up. And you should be ready to go. And there we go. Now if you want to put a little window in like I did here, you can do that, but try to do just a small little window like this, and use stained glass as well to make sure that it's dark enough. And if you're going to AFK overnight, make sure to mob proof your roof, whether it be with buttons or leaves or carpet, whatever. Mob proof that, and then you can AFK without any problems. Okay, now one thing is, obviously as you can see now, you've got your little AFK spot here and you standing AFK. Whoop. The more skeletons start falling in there, the more they will well, kill themselves basically. Let's get this out of my inventory here. Now you might be asking, but now why do you have 3 chutes? Now the reason is, even though the skeletons are falling on that middle block there, the drops that they leave behind can still fall underneath the drills. That does happen. That's why I put 3 chutes there, and it's closed off on both sides here. So anything that falls anywhere in there, automatically is going to go into this thing. So you can see now we've got the bones and the bone meal and everything coming through over there. That's getting stored in there. We should have... That's going actually the wrong direction. Now this is going the wrong direction. Okay, but that's fine, that thing. So that you just adjust as you need to. Okay, so we've got our little mob farm. We've got the skeletons, we've got the bones, we've got the bone meal. That's all going through to there. Let's see, everything should be running fine there. Okay, so what we do is we can add on our little filter there, and that should now automatically be coming through to the deployers. Okay, everything is there, but what am I missing? Oh, I nearly forgot. Sorry guys, I forgot to put on the filters. My mistake. Make sure you put your filters on over there, so that obviously it can actually go into it. I completely forgot about it. There we go. That should be working fine. And the power... I'm completely forgetting everything today. Okay, we need power. So we need to rotate these and then add power there, which you do that, and then rotate this onto that. Do the same on this side, and then you can hear it going. I'm so excited I completely forgot to add those things onto it. There we go. And that's busy going. And you can see 100% on its way. You might find sometimes when you start this machine up that it looks like it's lagging. For some reason it takes like a couple of seconds or a minute or so to get a free-flowing feeling to it. Okay, but it is working like it should. You can see there, back and forth, and there's all our flowers. Now, I mentioned earlier about keeping this on a full-size vault. And the reason I was saying that is obviously you get 16 colors dye, but you're not going to get 16 different flowers out of this. But you might want to filter that. But you can see now here we got red, blue, yellow, white, gray, and we got the straw coming out of that as well. You want to maybe add in filters here to move this to a dye farm or something like that. So that's why it's easier, because then you can add on a bunch of filters like that, and then all the different things you want to filter out of it. So the choice is up to you how you want to do that. Whichever filter you want to do, and you can do it from the bottom as well, because obviously you've got plenty of space to filter out all the items what you need, and then move it to wherever else you need it. Okay, well, I suppose there is some ways to make it a bit more efficient and how you might move things around, but the choice is up to you and how you build it. But that's the basic layout. So that was a bit of a long episode, but I hope that helped, and you guys enjoy the farm. So till next time, cheers.